All right, hi guys. So this is Justin Elder here. Just wanted to share with you guys my curriculum intervention project. My whole goal for this project was to implement the NGSS standards into one of the units in my honors biology class. A lot of the stuff that I'm currently teaching I feel is a little bit outdated, so this intervention is just the beginning. I hope to do this more with some of the other units in my course as I have more time and start to get more into the school year here. One thing that I chose to do is bring my stakeholder introduction letter into the forefront. And so that way it's the first thing that people see, right? So it's a letter to my department chair and the vice principal of academics at my school, um, just kind of explaining what I aim to do and how I aim to make my lessons more NGSS based and more engaging for students, and give them more opportunities to have active learning experiences and meet the needs of students with cultural and linguistic specific needs, right? So going through the literature review was quite the process. I wasn't really sure where to begin. I just started to think of key points that would be really important to hit on in this implementation. So the first thing I thought of was meeting the diverse learning needs of all students, especially at my school, and I'm sure yours as well. There's a very diverse student population with high achieving students, low achieving students, English language learners, and I can go on and on. So I wanted to do some research into how to best serve those students in a science classroom. And then I just looked at other cases where NGSS has been implemented into classes. There was quite a few articles that I could find on that, finding some best practices there. And my last section is specifically about photosynthesis, which is the unit that I chose to do my implementation on. So I wanted to see specifically what kind of things are teachers doing. And that was actually really helpful for me, seeing teachers focusing on the effect of sunlight on photosynthesis versus the effect that added water or whatever it is. Just get some like more exact examples of what people have done in the past so that I can use that and edit that in the future. My favorite part of this was actually going through and designing this unit. Some of the key elements that I included in this that I learned about in my research was number one, making an anchoring phenomenon to surround my unit. So let me scroll down here. So an anchoring phenomenon, for those who aren't super familiar, is just one key concept that can drive an entire unit. So with our photosynthesis unit, the anchoring phenomenon here is this fun-looking guy right here. He, in 1960, planted a garden inside this bottle, capped it, and then it's been self-sustaining for since 1972. It was the only time that he watered it. So I use this throughout my unit and refer back to it several times to relate the concepts of photosynthesis to something cool and something interesting that the kids can really engage in. Going through, and as we're going through the lessons here, I really wanted to focus on assessments too. So I have, oh, I think I passed it here. No, it's after the learning sequence. Okay. No, wait. No, it wasn't. Sorry. Here it is. So I really wanted to make sure that all of the assessments that I was taking met the standard goals. So specifically the science and engineering practices, right? So in the past, a lot of my tests have been more multiple choice, fill in the blank, very simple tests, but I wanted to make a unit where the assessments were required more higher level thinking skills and were more specific to the science and engineering practice they were supposed to be learning based on the standard. So for this unit, the two science and engineering practices are developing and using models and constructing explanations and designing solutions. So through the formative and summative assessments, I really wanted to make sure that students were able to do that. A couple other highlights were using the 5E learning method, finding ways to apply photosynthesis to real world situations. So students are going to be reading this article that talks about how we can genetically enhance plants to use photosynthesis more efficiently and grow food faster for our growing population, and different things like that. So I really enjoyed this process and the unit and lesson planning that it brought out of me. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I think that's all I have. So thank you very much.